I want to reiterate that the Senate is actually being disrespected. Yet again, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you know we are the upper house. And every single time I tell people that, no, I sit in the upper house, I expect, Mr. Speaker, that the upper house is respected equally as the National Assembly, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, a lot of people don't know, but nominated senators, we don't have an operational fund, but we have employees. Today, actually 20 minutes ago I checked, and my staff have not been paid. So, Mr. Speaker, for me, I want to call upon Parliamentary Service Commission, because they also have to come and give us a report and tell us, so that before we start saying the executive or who, Parliamentary Service Commission should be able to tell us if they have received money from the exchequer, and if they have not, or what is the position, Mr. Speaker. And it's very sad today that I don't see any commissioners in the House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are always complaining about our welfare. We are always complaining about, personally I've been complaining about my office, about the welfare, about just the work environment, Mr. Speaker. But the commissioners are never here to hear our complaints, Mr. Speaker. So, as we are even saying the Parliamentary Service Commission should come and tell us why we don't have our staff paid, Mr. Speaker, I also call upon the commissioners. They need to take this House seriously, Mr. Speaker. Some of us, we can do a better job as commissioners, Mr. Speaker, but because it is our first term, Mr. Speaker, we understand that we have to learn. We have to learn how the things work before we get that job. But, Mr. Speaker, every time to be in a House complaining of our welfare, and the commissioners are not in the House, they are always traveling, Mr. Speaker, there's something wrong there. But finally, Mr. Speaker, I want to say this. We are about to close, and I don't think it would be fair for our staff to go for Christmas without their salaries, Mr. Speaker. Some of them, when we tell us ourselves we don't have money, they cannot even imagine how we don't have money. But the truth of the matter is that senators are broke. We don't have money. Some of us, we are owed money in arrears. We are being told, even if for those who travel, they are being told that they can travel, but they use their money, they'll be refunded ahead of time. So, Mr. Speaker, maybe what we are also calling for is transparency on that Senate budget, so that we know, even as we sit here, some of us who don't have an operational fund, we can know that, for instance, Senator Sifuna receives X amount of money for the operation of the office, so that we are able to track and oversight ourselves, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for this opportunity.
Senator Sifuna.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to assure my sister, Senator Gloria, that I do not receive any preferential treatment from Exchequer. That in fact,